Hey everybody, I've had a few other guitar players ask me in the past, what do you do for a warm-up? And how do you warm up for the gig that's ahead of you? And I was thinking about this recently, and I think I have sort of a perspective that I can offer to all you other guitar players out there, or anyone who does any sort of warming up prior to practicing or playing a gig. For me, I've got three things that I want to warm up. I want to warm up my right hand. I want to warm up my left hand with different legato based exercises. I want to strengthen my endurance. And so I have these three exercises that I've been doing for a couple years now that I find, even if I only have the opportunity to go through each of them once, it gets me pretty close. If I can do it for 45 minutes, that's even better. But it's just a way to wake everything up. It's a way to also kind of strengthen your endurance when you're playing legato. And I mean, I'm a lead player, and so I try to make sure that I'm nice and warmed up for any lead breaks that I might get throughout the gig. And so there's three exercises, and this is a longer video today. But the first one is one that I actually learned from Justin Derrico, the guitarist for Pink. And it's kind of cool because it's one that could also be used as a lick within solos. So it's pretty cool. We're going to do it in the key of G major, and it follows the exact same pattern ascending, and on the descending pattern, it's the same in any position, but we're going to go all the way up in all the positions. So the first one is, so we're going to go root, second, third in this position right here, first, index, pinky. Okay. And it's going to be, you can alternate pick this, or you can do just legato. I like doing legato because it warms me up a little bit faster. Okay. Then you go from the 4 to the 6, or from the scale degrees, I mean, or from the 3rd fret to the 7th fret. So, okay. So in note names, that would be G, A, B, C, E. Then the next note is C, D, E. That's alternate picked. Here's legato. And you're just going up the scale degrees in the key of G, and then you can go on the 4th string, starting from the 7th scale degree. Then the next scale degree would be 6. So the whole pattern is okay. Legato. Okay. Now coming down is so we're going to go from the top note of the position that we just played. So we're going to go scale degrees 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 7, 6. And that's C, A, B, C, A, F sharp, E. And then that pattern repeats itself, just using the key of G. Then we do the ascending pattern. So nice and slow. And then the downstroke was beat 1. Okay, then I can take you through an example of going from one position to the other. You've got 2 notes on the last 2 notes after the descending pattern. You have 2 notes in a row, and the second one is beat 1 of the next pattern. I'm saying? Okay, so that's the first one that I do. I take it through G major because I can get pretty low and pretty high and do all of the position scale pattern scale positions 1 through 5. Okay, the next one, so my left hand's nice and warmed up. Okay, and I've done a little bit of conditioning and strength training, and I feel like if I have to take a longer solo, I'm not going to get tired, my left hand. Okay, the next one is going to warm up my right hand, and it's basically just a ascending and descending chromatic scale. So what I do is I go on the 9th fret, I start here of the 6th string, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, shift up one position. Okay, and I'm going to do that ascending and descending shifting thing on every string. So for example, that's 1. That's 2. Get what I'm saying? The top note is always the top, or the farther you go in the chromatic scale, you always do this shifting thing. So if you're on the 6th string, you do it on the 6th string. The next set, you'll do it on the 5th string. I'm not warmed up. This is why I'm doing it. It's going to sound like shit when you're warming up. Okay, I'll do that nice and slow so you can see it one more time. Shift. 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 Okay, so that's the second thing that I do. Probably do that for 5-10 minutes if I can, and by that time all of the joints are nice and relaxed, and the crud's gotten out of my wrist, and I can move freely and smoothly, and eventually play it a lot better and smoother and at higher tempos. Okay, so the last thing that I like to do is I like to warm up something that like I use a lot on the gig, which for me it's this 2-note per string thing where you go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and then like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, I like using those kind of like Eric Johnson type licks, and so I want to make sure they're feeling good and feeling tight. Okay, this is another one I learned from Justin Derrico. It goes, we'll do it in the key of A minor, so it's a pentatonic exercise. We'll start on the 5th box, right? The bottom set of strings. Then we shift up to the 1st box, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 1st, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. And I might go like I might isolate a section of the neck if I'm not feeling all that comfortable, or it doesn't come second nature yet, or the muscle memory's just gotta wake up. I might just isolate box 2, 3, and 4, or I might go from 1 to 4, just back and forth. And I won't just stay on these sets of strings. I'll do just to try and get all the different permutations of the pentatonic, bridging pentatonic boxes that I can. And yeah. And after that I'll be all warmed up, and then I'll probably play a song or two, something that uses as many techniques as I possibly can fit in. I'm usually like a jazz head or something like that. And after that, after that, I'm pretty warmed up. I'm ready to go. I feel confident. All the techniques that I plan on playing throughout the gig have been warmed up and practiced, and my hand feels good. And especially because I use a lot of different guitars, sometimes I'll be playing a Telecaster or a Jazzmaster or a Les Paul or a Strat, and it just sort of like gets my hands used to the different scale lengths and the different positions that my arm rests in on different guitars, and I just find that it really helps. And so yeah, there you go. Sorry for the long-winded video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I guarantee you that I did not explain most things that well. And so just let me know if I can answer any questions. Peace.